The river plain was known for its order. Animals kept to their roles. Paths were respected, and problems were discussed quietly before they grew large. In the center lived Orin, a young mule who worked steadily without drawing attention. He carried loads, repaired broken fences, and filled in wherever strength was needed. He was not clever with words, nor admired for charm, but he showed up every day and did what was asked. Orin made mistakes. Sometimes he miscounted supplies or arrived late after choosing the longer path to avoid disturbing others. When corrected, he nodded and fixed what he could. He believed effort mattered more than perfection, and that honesty, even when clumsy, would keep trust intact. No one praised him, but most accepted his presence as reliable. Whispers began during a dry season. Water levels dropped, tempers shortened, and blame searched for a place to land. A crane mentioned that Orin had once reported the wrong number of sacks. A goat added that he had seen Orin hesitate before answering a question. None of it was false, but none of it was whole. Small flaws were repeated without the quiet details that explained them. Orin noticed fewer greetings. Tasks were still given to him, but instructions came sharper, as if spoken to someone already at fault. He tried harder. He checked his work twice, asked more questions, and stayed longer to help others finish. The more effort he showed, the more it seemed to irritate those watching. To some, it looked like he was trying to cover something. One evening, a crate of grain was found soaked and ruined near the riverbank. The loss was serious. Food was already tight. No one saw Orin cause it, but he had been working nearby earlier that day. Someone remembered a time he had placed supplies too close to the water. Another recalled how nervous he looked when corrected weeks ago. The story formed quietly, stitched together from old imperfections. When Orin was questioned, he answered plainly. He admitted his past errors without defense, believing honesty would clear the air. But his openness was taken as confirmation. To those already convinced, a perfect explanation would have sounded suspicious. His imperfect words matched the image they had built. The council met without him. They said they needed calm, not uncertainty. They said trust required confidence, and confidence did not survive repeated mistakes. It was decided that Orin would be removed from shared work until things stabilized. They called it temporary, though no one defined what temporary meant. Orin was sent to maintain the outer path alone, far from the river and the others. The work was heavier there, the ground rougher. Days passed without conversation. When supplies were short, his portion was the first reduced. When storms came, no one checked whether his shelter held. Weeks later, it was discovered that the ruined grain had been damaged by flooding caused by a cracked embankment upstream. The crack had been noted before, but repairs were delayed while attention turned elsewhere. The truth surfaced slowly, without urgency. By then, Orin had stopped coming to the path. They found his tools neatly stacked near the old fence line. Tracks led into the marsh and ended. Whether he slipped, collapsed, or chose not to return, no one could say. The work he once did was divided among many and done less carefully than before. The river plain remained orderly, but quieter. Mistakes were hidden instead of corrected. Questions went unasked. Silence became safer than effort. In the end, remember this warning. When a community demands perfection instead of understanding and listens to whispers more than truth, even the well-intentioned can be broken beyond repair.